Since 9/11, we've given up our liberties by way of the Patriot Act. Patriot Act gives them the right to look in your house when the TV out.
Damn.
If you ain't unplugged, if you at home and you got a desktop computer, and your desktop computer got a camera on it, if you don't cover that mother camera up, they can look in there. They can listen. If you don't cut, so
Oh, she a jigger bop. Tonight I'm trying to jig and bop. You know it's up, I'm really on my top. I'm on my top, say DJ, running from the top, turn it up a notch.
Whoa, what it is, what it do, what it be like. Welcome back to What the Hell of TV, where everything we react to, you gonna be like, what the hell? And man, today, man, we got Charleston White once again. And today, man, I wanted to shine a little light on these clips that he was talking like a lot of real life stuff, you know, in these clips. And these type of clips of Charleston White, it don't really go as viral as the other stuff he talk about, far as all the BS, the drama, stuff like that. You know, people like the negativity. But today, man, I want to shine light on some of the good and positive things Charleston White has spoke on before, you hear me? And a lot of truth telling, man. So look, we're gonna get into this clip, man. Hope y'all like it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
that's why Eric Snowden fled this country, because he said, hey y'all, this government in America is not only using this technology against terrorists, but they're using it against their own citizens. I told him, nobody's telling the truth about prison out here. Everybody's sugarcoating prison, the inhumane conditions. They're more talking about the gang fights. They ain't talking about how guards keep. So I told my brother, whoever comes out from prison and come tell the truth, they go get rich that first year. Just come tell the truth. Don't try to glorify it. Don't try to add nothing to it. Man, you just come tell the truth. He got 31 years of truth that he can tell that'll make him rich in 2 years. I see a lot of niggas like my brother and them, my homie and them, who come home from prison from their youth, and they're just like kids. They believe what everybody say. So if you say, I'm gonna come pick you up at 7:30, they be expecting you to be there, because they don't know no other.
Yeah, until you show them the real world.
So as a kid, I was still putting my tooth up under the pillow in the 6th grade for the tooth fairy. 11, 12 years old. I'm cool to spend thousands of dollars on getting high, and you can pop your collar doing it.
I think that Lil Wayne era, 05, 06, the double cup Lil Wayne, that's when it became cool.
That's when it hit. The angry white man that's going out having a bad day, he the rooster that roosts for America. He the evil that's coming back to hunt them. Because he keeps them in fear like the used to. See, the angry used to keep the white man in fear when he got free.
Hey, fact.
This country couldn't sleep for a long time when black people got their freedom, because they always feared the black man was so angry he would come back and seek retribution in the form of violence. As far as the history of entertainment, when have it ever been right and fair to black people? So I'm saying, why not just build ours and just have it for us?
Yeah.
Why give our people? We don't even own the Martin Luther King statue. Man, we don't have nothing just for us. So God damn, man. We ain't got no more Negro League baseball. We ain't got nothing just for us. We ain't got a wrestling. Man, we ain't got nothing. Nothing. Because what they see now is easy to control the American population and the European populations with fear propaganda. That's what our media cycles. Because they're cycles: morning, afternoon, evening, late night. So those are cycles that they're running. And so it's a programming, right? Television programming, radio programming. And each news cycle has a narrative and also has an agenda. So that's why you hear people say the liberal media. That's why you hear Fox News criticizing CNN, and you hear CNN.
So you go threaten mama and his kids? I thought women and children was off limits. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Women and children are not off limits. Get mad enough, he'll get the women and the children and the dog too. Man, get the dog too. get mad enough. You do something to the wrong kind of. So her you got whack 100 literally threatening this mama and the kids where the FBI had to respond because he did it publicly.
And I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but I did see, and I don't know if it has any ties to loose cannon.
Well, whack 100 and loose cannon is cool, but you know,
that the feds raided him today, or some shit happened at his home that his house was blocked off.
They know it because they can predict crime. So they have things what they call quantitative statistics, right? So they can look at an area, they can look at the growth of an area, and they use a predicting tool, what they call a bell curve, right? So they factor in all these numbers and do like this mathematical equation, and they can say, hey man, there's gonna be crime over here in 10 years. There's gonna be a wave of crime. Man, they can predict this. After the Capitol riots and what Donald Trump was able to tap into the regular common person's frustrations toward the government, that scares them.
It's the day before Halloween. What are your thoughts on Hallows Eve, Halloween? Kids dressing up as demons and going out and asking strangers for candy.
All holidays are pagan holidays.
That's where I was going next.
So whether it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, that's where we started, right? Let's look at the origins of these days. Well, what's the origin of this day? The Day of the Dead.
Yep.
I went to community college looking for a partial way out of the streets. So I wasn't submerged. I wasn't a real street guy. I was a typical guy like most black males in this country who was raised with a mother, a father, a grandmother who instilled good morals, good values, was God-fearing, and because of the culture, we chose to engage in criminal activity to try to get some money. So I was never the type of person that could rob, kill, or steal. So I would try to sell marijuana. I tried to do a little pimping. But I wasn't a street guy. So when I started having children, I wanted to give first my son something that I never had, and that was a present father. I didn't know anything about being a good dad or a bad dad. I just wanted to be present. So in order for me to be present, that means I can't go to jail, I can't go to prison. So, but when I had my daughter, that was complete life-changing because I got to actually see what a woman went through to give birth to a child. So that at 29, 30, my life became submerged in fatherhood. So I didn't want to take no chances selling weed.
Yeah, man, so we back, bro. And yeah, man, like I said, these are the type of clips, you know, they don't go as viral as the other stuff he talk about, you know, as far as the drama and all that stuff like that. But I wanted to touch on that. A lot of things he was talking about, you know, I agree with him, especially the holidays, you know, pagan holidays, all that, Christmas, even Christmas, you feel me? We just been lied to about so much stuff, you feel what I'm saying? Even when he was talking about how they can spy and monitor you through your TV, your computer, hell, even your phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we in this digital age, bro, to where like the things we think that's good for us, you know, like phones and computers, you know, and, you know, it's always a pro and a con, you know. It's a bad and then it's good, you feel what I'm saying? But it's a lot that we don't know, man, but people have to really open their eyes to, you feel me? But man, nah, you know, even though the negative stuff Charleston White talk about, yeah, it be funny, you know, it be entertainment, but that's what people like, drama, man. You know, drama sell, negative stuff sell, you know, but this the Charleston White I would like to see more. And, you know, I really enjoy this Charleston White as well, you feel me? Because the man has knowledge, you feel what I'm saying? You can't deny that. Look, if you like the video, like, comment, man, turn on all post notifications, you feel me?